subjects and servants of the crown have requested time for business in your court. Are you prepared to hear the issue submitted by Earl Defeat and Countess Octavia?
We know these Lions of Onsteora well. We will hear their concerns.
Defeat and Octavia, Lions of Onsteora, their majesties have agreed to hear the issue you scheduled to bring before them. You are called before their assembled court.
Your Majesties, among the Doric peoples, honor is life itself. Respect and courtesy and the giving of due honor are among the least of that people's high expectations. I come before your court and lay down the following claim. There is a lord and warrior of your realm whose skill and effort and fierce spirit are worthy of recognition as a peer of your realm. But this estate has not yet been granted unto him. As your loyal subject, I would entreat your justice and ask that you hear this case. I would ask that you see what I and many others have seen and grant him the station that he deserves.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We will hear this case. Bring this warrior before us. Make him known to us and known to all assembled.
Your Majesties, as always, Kormakr Mikjallson comes before you, standing ready to answer any call that you may have. He enters this hall a humble man, surrounded by the people who count themselves lucky to be called friend. He has been known as Lord Kormakr with his AOA and his talon. He was known as Squire Kormakr when he donned his red belt. He was known as Centurion Kormakr when he was recognized with his cloak and his cudgel. And he stands here before you today. He brings with him all the tools and supplies he has to serve his crown. His sword, his helmet, his squire's belts. Yes, both of them. His servant's heart. And for those who know the story, his paper towels.
You got a lie.
We do know this warrior, this Beidou Yesis. Words of him have reached our ears, and we have seen his deeds with our own eyes.
Centurion Kormakr, we will hear this case upon your behalf, and we declare in all things.
Their majesties declare in all things to hear the case concerning this warrior. First, they call for witnesses who have already given testimony, that it may be part of this case. Their majesties call for the knights and masters of arms of the Order of Chivalry. Onsteora and all here assembled, as members of the Order of the Laurel, inspire and teach others of the arts and sciences of the Middle Ages. As members of the Order of the Pelican, inspire and set the example of selfless service. As the Masters of Defense, inspire and promote the keen edge of honor, courtesy, and blade work. So do the members of the Order of Chivalry inspire and defend the populace through honor, chivalry, and prowess upon the field. So we have gathered here in joy for this event, but solemn are our hearts as we recognize the magnitude of honor in the crown's consideration of this man, to be recognized throughout the known world as a peer.
Knights and masters, stand your order complete.
No, Your Majesty.
Are you still in agreement upon the advice and testimony you have previously given us concerning this candidate?
Yes, Your Majesty.
We will call testimony concerning this man. Let him face those who will speak concerning him.
Let those who speak to be heard by all.
Your Majesties, Kalin McRobb, a master of the Order of Defense, has consented to speak of this man's prowess and honor.
Your Majesties, What can I say of this good man? In all honesty, that should be enough. Kormakr is a good man. When I heard he was being called to belt and chain, it made me smile. I was happy to hear it. I knew that of all the knights I have seen over many, many years, he would be a good one. I thought back. The first knight I recalled being seen made in court was Dupre. If you're not reaching retirement age, I'll forgive you for not recognizing that knight. But for my good northern neighbors, I believe the next knight made was William the Bear, if that puts it into your timeline of perspective. There has been well over 100 knights made in Onsteora since that day. The way my brain works, I catalog and categorize and think about how these men and women are the same and are different. There are many kinds of knights. There are hot stick tournament knights. Don't really see Kormakr like that. There's strange administrative knights that like to sit on thrones and point at stuff. Don't really see Kormakr as that either. There are amazing strategists who lead us in war. And while I have stood at this man's side in ravines and open fields, don't really see him as that either. Although he has aspects of all of them, as all knights do, Kormakr is far more rare, far more precious. This is an I've got your back knight. I have watched this man follow friends, family, people he doesn't even know. I have never seen him turn down a request. I've never seen him not be helpful. I've never seen him dishonorable or uncourteous. This man, I commend you highly on your choice. He is my peer. He is knightly. Swear upon my sword, everything I have said is true. It would have been shorter, but someone got me typed up on the candy bar.
Your Majesties, Honor Dubois, a mistress of the Order of the Laurel, has consented to speak of this man's arts and learning. She has sent words with Mistress Elfwyn Webstra. Her Excellency, Mistress Elfwyn Webstra, beloved of the court and crown of Jean Paul.
That helped with the tears, thank you. From Honor. It is with great sadness and my deepest regrets that I am unable to attend today, but it is with great joy and pride that I send these words, if the crown will so permit them to be read. I am Honor Dubois, Mistress of the Laurel, and I would take this moment to celebrate my dear friend Kormakr and his elevation. As a Mistress of the Laurel, it is both a privilege and a deep honor to stand witness to someone's growth, dedication, and embodiment of the ideals that make them worthy of such recognition. Kormakr is a person who not only excelled in his own martial pursuits, but has also been a steadfast pillar of support and guidance for all who seek to learn and grow. From the moment I began my own path towards laurelhood, Kormakr was there, a constant presence, offering encouragement, wisdom, and a steady hand whenever I needed it. He tackles the art of swordplay with the same focus, precision, and passion that a laurel applies to their craft. Yet it is not just in his own work where Kormakr shines, it is in his mentorship of others. Whether in the training hall or in the quiet moments of reflection, Kormakr has always been ready with a word of encouragement, a helpful suggestion, or simply the space for others to find their own way. He leads not just by example, but by fostering an environment where all who wish to improve can do so with confidence and support. In a world that often demands more of us than we can give, Kormakr has been a shining light, a beacon in the kingdom of Onsteora. His selflessness and generosity of spirit are hallmarks of a true knight, and it is these qualities, along with his martial prowess, that have earned him this recognition. He is a living testament to the principles that we as Laurels hold dear: the pursuit of